after that.
We don't need to talk about anything anymore because we
Because
got
they're
Agents
live.
versus Cypher.
Yes. Agent versus Cypher. This is going to be the first semi-final of the 9th Sunday Cup of the Summer season. These two titans.
Yeah,
repeat
let's see if
finalists versus
this is good. Cypher. This is interesting because Cypher actually dropped down, opting to go for that rail instead of trying to pick up that red straight away. He probably knew he would take too much damage, and Cypher just playing the plus back game with a rocket launcher right now, and moving his way over to the other yellow, which he knows is going to spawn very, very soon, setting up for Agent to come in, and he actually will be able. Oh, two great rockets right in the face. And Cypher hardly taking any damage whatsoever. Mega health up next, and Agent shouldn't really play too aggressive.
I can't stress enough. This is how did he hit that rail?
This is Cypher loves to play the map down from the rail. I mean, he's got such good angle awareness, and it's just every time you will try to jump over to the red armor, you're bound to at least receive one rail or some shaft damage, and it's just.
This is
insane, like Cypher is pulling off.
We have to stress this is the map Agent has to win. Insane angle there. That's like not even on the screen, and Cypher manages to find a way. And yet Agent absolutely needs to win this map. This is going to be his map choice. It's a map that he is extremely strong on. If he can't win on this map, and Cypher's hitting like this, he's going to be in a lot of trouble, to be honest.
Yep.
And right at this moment, Cypher's going to be able to protect this red, but the thing is, he's going to try to catch Agent here.
I don't think Agent is going to fall for that.
Yeah,
he won't take that red armor even if Cypher leaves it up for 30 seconds. See, Agent's waiting down there, and that's a great spot for him to hide. I mean, he had a nice option of going back to the upper yellow, which he's going to take. So he's got at least 2 yellows and probably some shards. Yeah, he just took the shards, so still, I mean, you can't really, show himself at the red armor. You can't really afford that, and that's why Cypher is actually rocket jumping up.
And he's a hard player to play against, this Cypher, because on Blood Run, one of the kind of saving graces when you're out of control is that it's hard for them to kill me if I just do the basic reads and stay away. It's like loads of ways to escape from many areas and situations. Although this is a situation Agent's going to find hard pressed to escape from. Takes one rail. Cypher, did receive a lot of damage there, and that rocket revealed the intentions of the double back from Agent to get a cheeky rail, but Cypher too smart with the rocket there, and oh wow, that was very well timed by Agent. He's going to make the jump as well, catching Cypher. Oh my, what? He wasn't even on the screen again. Cypher, unbelievable there with this raiding action in this game. I mean, has he missed? No, he hit 6 of 6 rails.
Such unconventional play. I would have assumed Agent, would go to the higher yellow because it was really low. He could have actually taken the 50 HP bubble, but he did such a nice move over to the red armor, just stealing it away, hardly taking any damage. But now he once again just gets a free red armor, and Cypher's actually the one that's sort of on the back foot. And Agent's actually dropping down, receiving too much damage. The deadly shaft from Cypher.
And another insane rail from Cypher. 7 of 7 connected in the opening minutes of Blood Run.
Well, Agent is he
takes everything.
He takes everything. Yeah, he now is really strong on the items, and that's what we talked about earlier. It's like when Agent has got the items and is in good control, he's really forcing himself on the items and is trying to bully you away. And Cypher definitely has the ability to sort of restrict that ability from Agent to push in very aggressively because he's got good aim. But overall, I think Agent is still going to be having a hard time because the Cypher out of control is as good as the Cypher in control.
I made the comparison before that Agent's like the best pizza delivery boy of all time. Just always makes it to every single item, like in time, in the right order, just like super efficient. Which reminds me of Snow Crash, actually. But if anyone's read that book,
and someone said I think on ESR, I read it once, that Agent is among the guy that he's really good at picking up health, something that's really underestimated. And on this map, definitely the 50 HP bubble and the 25 HP bubble near the shards are very key items. If you are able to deny them when you're in control, or if you are able to read the opponent's position because he just took the health, it's something, it's not an armor, but health is also as important as armor sometimes. You can really change the pace of a game and really how it plays out.
So Cypher's kind of on the back. This is more or less how he likes to be. And Agent has control, but the thing is, I mean, this is the kind of, we're going to hit an equilibrium here because, you know, where you put Agent and Cypher on like a seesaw and they just kind of balanced out perfectly. Because Agent's got loads of stack and control, but he doesn't deal like half as much damage as Cypher. Cypher will always deal twice as much as him. Cypher always has half the stack of him.
And look at the shaft. Cypher's doing so much damage and he shouldn't actually go for this fight, but he's just...
They came out even stack after that. And Cypher had half. It's just exactly like I said. And you know, Cypher and Agent, this is their dynamic. This is what we're going to see in every single map between these two. It's just this crazy dynamic. And Cypher, he's still on 100% rail, 8 of 8.
Oh, look at this. One really good rocket. Agent shouldn't really push in too aggressively here, because Cypher has still got the pillar to actually dodge the fight.
Oh, 13 points of health. Agent had to connect 2 bullets there.
Cypher couldn't really rocket jump over to the red. Now he has to give it to Agent, actually. Agent still receiving that long-range rails. Are the 5 HP bubbles not up?
That frag was so interesting because Cypher, like, he went in for the rocket fight. He had very low health. He hit a direct. He stayed in to hit another direct. Again. And then fell back. And he still had 13 health and then came back for more damage. And Agent went down, which is just insane how much he gets out there. Again, still out of control, but hitting insane
Cypher's aim is really top notch at the minute. And Agent is going in. And look at this. Agent comes into the room and he takes so much damage.
Alright, okay, I'm just going to give a stat.
Cypher is predicting, okay, Agent is going to push me very, very heavily. And Cypher already got the shaft out and just does so much damage. I mean, Agent...
Another rail connected. Another rail connected. That's a 10 of 11 right now. Okay, I'm just going to give a quick stat for the viewers, alright? So Agent's dealt 1,500 damage. Cypher's dealt 2,700 damage. He's almost dealt exactly twice of Agent. And he's actually completely even on pickups to Agent, apart from the red armors, where Agent has had, let's see, 9 more red armors. So he's had 900 more armor than Cypher.
Oh, and Agent won't be able to defend his mega health. He has to actually move away. That means Cypher is gonna get the mega health. He's got the rail, he's got the shaft, and he's actually delaying a bit the mega health pickup. But Agent spotted it and actually hitting a facial rocket right off spawn. So Cypher will be moving up to the upper yellow. Will take it away, most likely. Yes, he just took it. So it's he's got like mega health and collectively 2 yellows. And what does Agent have? 100, 200. Still very, very even. And now there's going to be a fight once again at the nade jump pad here. And Agent, once again, he's just getting out-aimed. Out-aimed.
Yeah, it's so much the classic styles. I mean, this can often happen when you get any kind of aimed-based player against Agent, but it's interesting because if you watch Agent versus Cypher and you watch Agent versus Pony, it's 2 different stories. And Cypher just really loves to be out of control. He really loves it, and he finds his damage in a way that Pony doesn't. They both are damage-oriented players, but they find it in completely different spots. It's very interesting.
Look at this. I mean, Cypher always take these 1v1 chef fights where he knows he's gonna dish out more damage. Whereas other players like Evil is really good at using the shaft when you're using a rocket launcher or something, and dealing even more damage. So Agent, he's really struggling with the way he plays against the Cypher that really is hitting well. I mean, he's got 24 HP. We don't have to comment on the aim, all the time. But it's really something that is separating these two so much. But 1 minute left. Cypher can be happy. I think Cypher didn't took the rocket launcher. No, he was actually taking the teleporter right away. Because he thought, okay, don't have enough time to pick up the rocket launcher. But
here we
are. An Agent moving in, 2 frags, 40 seconds. Oh, finally. It's going to be very, very close.
It seemed like it was only a matter of time for Agent, but there isn't much time left. He hits a fantastic rail there. Got to get the follow-up. Agent running around the corner there. Oh, in the face. Just a pine just magnetized.
Slow motion. Maybe we should put that in slow motion. See how the nade actually slowly but surely landed in Agent's face.
Oh my god.
Look at this chase, and Cypher is still alive and actually getting away. If only Agent had used a different weapon, he would have definitely been able to secure that frag a little bit earlier.
Reminds me of Evil. Evil does stuff like this with the grenades. There was one match where Evil was certainly going to lose, and he had only the grenade launcher, and then he just hit 3 direct grenades. And it's like, oh, I won't lose now.
Great.
It's like, oh, okay.
Yep.
Good job. I think it was against Sparty or someone like that. But there you go. That's map number 1 between these two fantastic players. Agent unable to overcome the 75% rail of Cypher. The incredible damage output, just generally. Yep. He did a remarkable job. But Agent, you know, he really stuck in there. He stuck with his guns, and he just kept playing his game, and he almost did it. Almost.
Yeah, I mean the frags that he got were in very quick succession. So you know, it was 6-4, but it definitely looked that Cypher always, you know, had the control, he had the aim, and whenever Agent had 200-200, it didn't even matter because Cypher was still out aiming. And
Cypher has such a flary kind of play style that it's like the game's about him, and Agent's just like this boss, like this. It's like Cypher's like this cool guy that you're rooting for against this. He does all these cool things against Agent, who's just like, you know, really stable. It's like Rocky versus, I can't remember the name of the Russian. I don't know, but there you go. That's kind of what it feels like. But we've got to give props to Agent for being so solid.
I like the start that Agent did. Is that he went to the rail, was looking for the angle, and he didn't take the red straight away. So the question is, does Cypher know that Agent actually delayed the red a bit? And this is something that this is something that you probably don't see so often. I mean, I haven't seen it too often on this map, so definitely throws off a bit Cypher here. Because Cypher actually wasn't there to do some damage, and he could have, because Mega Health is not up yet. So that means Agent is definitely going to be able to take that Mega Health, but at what cost? Cypher is already waiting there. Was baiting for Agent to take the item, which is very obvious. But now this is really bad. Agent has put the items in a cycle, and if he can actually bully himself into this room without taking too much damage, he can be happy. But Cypher already on the item, and he's surely gonna. So close. I thought the way, Agent positioned himself, he could have actually done a bit more damage because Cypher was trapped there. But in that mid fight, really Cypher pulled out some amazing rockets, and there's a rail straight in the face. Agent 1-0 on the second map here.
Oh, that rocket!
Wow.
Absorbed the splash absorbed by the stairs.
Yep.
Unfortunate, and he's going to make his way around. Stack. But the thing is about why this map is so. Oh, hits the rail. So I mean, Agent has to be able to exploit with his aim the way that this map works, which is you have these horrible positions, and the reason why they're horrible is because it's so easy to get like high percentage damage on your opponent. So Agent's really got to make sure he doesn't miss out on at least that at the very least.
Agent is just better on the items, really. I mean, he's better on cycling the items, and this is something that Cypher doesn't need necessarily. But this is definitely what Agent needs, you know. He needs something to boost him up because his aim isn't that good. And look at this, Cypher dishing out so much damage. Such a good rocket. And he should definitely not have won that fight.
Rockets.
Cypher shouldn't have won that fight, but Agent couldn't do anything about it. He just got one rocket, then another rocket, and now Agent is going in very aggressively, which I don't like. But let's see if he can still do more and more damage on that red armor pickup. This is something that you always have to do. It's like knowing the red armor timing and make sure that you punish the guy that goes for it.
And Mega's up in the spot, and Cypher knows he can take it safely. So that is what he's going to do. Make his way back to red and see if he can find himself an Agent. There he is.
Yep.
Spots him there with the rockets. Makes his way back up the stairs. Mega is far away. Red up on the spot. Intercepts Agent, trying to get some cheeky shenanigans on the go. But Cypher stops that before anything can get really started by Agent.
Oh no, I think Cypher should have went the other way. But this is, I mean, this was probably, I would have went the other way because I'm not as good as Cypher, obviously. But he did the unexpected thing, you know, going the longer way. And this sort of, you know, and then he caught him off guard while he was dropping down. So this definitely shows that Agent wasn't, you know, expecting Cypher to go that exact way. And yeah, 2-2, and Cypher, you know, when he has got the items, he's a beast. He is a beast, and he's gonna be able.
It's the minimum that Agent has to do against Cypher to win. Is be on top of the items, like ahead of Cypher. That's the one area he can get an edge. So when Cypher does get to the spot and then he finds Agent, if he finds a clean frag, Agent is in incredibly large amounts of trouble. He's going to be on the red, but Cypher, he does get the red in time, but the damage is still coming in, raining in there from the Belarusian. Unrelenting he is. Lightning gun to finish. Mega's up on the spot. This should be a relatively clean pickup for Cypher as he starts to send through. But Agent actually goes aggressive with the plasma gun. It's the Hail Mary from Agent here. And that's going to be Cypher defending. And he does come away with not the best stack ever.
Cypher actually missed the rail. Now Agent is actually in a good situation to pick up the red, and there's a stray rocket that hardly dealt any damage, but still enough to actually kill Cypher. And Agent is finally in the diving suit. The only thing that he lacks is some health, but he could have been able to pick up that 25 pH level. But there's one that he can actually pick up. Cypher doing some aggressive rocket jumping, and Agent's looking for some really hard angles.
Yeah, Agent on the teleport through exit there. He has position at the very least, 3-3 to score, approaching halfway mark, and Cypher wants to make this a quick 2-0 in this semi-final. From above, spot Cypher, rail down into him as he makes his way back around. Mega's coming up, Red's far away. So Agent has so many options here.
Agent knows that Cypher is still lurking around the Mega health. Just knows it, and I like the decision that he didn't take it. But the problem is now that he won't be able to pick up the red armor, so it's going to be very, very free for Agent. But given the fact that he has like 100, 200, this is something that Agent can afford. So he's still like, okay, you take Mega Health and red, I'm fine, I got 100, 200. So I don't have to worry about it. The only thing that he has to worry about it is the Cypher that is pushing in very, very aggressively with the shaft. But that's something that Agent is trying to avoid right now.
Cypher's the player to watch if you want to understand how to efficiently trade damage. And there it is.
It's actually some great damage by Agent.
Agent can't really do anything here. Oh. And Cypher had so little health and armor compared to him, but he always knows where to commit, and it's really incredible. Oh, okay, there is Agent getting bounced around by the rockets of Cypher, and he does manage to secure the kill. Red's going to be up for him, the health is up for him. Cypher is loving life right now, 2 frags in the lead, and he's going to catch Agent once again before he can get through the teleporter. Some rocket damage dealt back onto Cypher. Mega's coming up soon, so Cypher is in a position to deal with this, but he has to first sniff out where his Agent. He doesn't want to get going for an Agent, going to go aggressive, and wow, that was a lucky bounce straight onto the Mega.
Oh yes. Such good read by Cypher, knowing that Agent was so low that he had the ability to kill him actually with a machine gun. I mean, yeah. But I think overall, Agent sort of, earlier, the way he played around that Mega Health wasn't really the way he should have. He should have just, stayed with the shaft, but instead he switched to, I think, Plasma Gun, and he missed out on a lot of damage because of that. So if he had just, stayed true to the shaft, it would have been definitely a better decision. But once again, Agent, being on that platform, receiving a lot of damage before he can actually get out of there.
Here comes Cypher though onto Agent. Agent defending pretty well with the rockets. Cypher's got to be careful. Agent drops off the stairs. That is fatal.
You can see the calmness in Cypher's movement.
Yeah.
Like he's just sort of like half a second he just stands because he knows, okay, Agent, he's not going to hit that rocket. And it also messes up with your aim a bit. When players like stop moving unexpectedly in very, very close corridors. And it's sort of, another strafing technique that, Cypher is also very, very good at. So, I don't know how to call it. Micro strafes.
Micro strafes? Alright, coining it. Issue coins it, micro strafes. Okay, so Agent now finally has his stack back that he needs so desperately once again. Oh my god, again the rockets! 1, 2, 3, the bounce. In quick succession, and I was just going to say Agent has the stack, man. He's going to have the chance to get back in the game, but that move, I think, single-handedly just denied the game from Agent, and that's going to really knock it. That's going to put Cypher in the finals. Yeah. That one little play that, well, okay, him winning Blood Run and him winning this match in its entirety, but still that now makes it impossible because Agent needs to stack, because every time he finds Cypher's going to do more damage.
Okay, that was nice. It's interesting. I mean, Cypher is really good on this map with rockets and shaft because those are like really, really good weapons, obviously, on this map. The shaft, having those very, very open corridors, as you just see. And early on ZTN, he was like really abusing the rail. But I think when Cypher
1 minute.
is able to use that mid-distance game, Agent will always have a hard time because he can't really find a way around it. But anyway,
Yeah.
10-3, 2-0. Quick.
And there you go. Very, very quick indeed. That's going to be Cypher in the grand finals. Easy peasy. And now we have a rematch coming up in the next match. It's
If you
going to
start
be...
something, you have to finish it.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway, yeah, Cypher definitely in great shape. His rails top notch. He's all over the place.
He is. So there we go. The next semi-final is going to be coming up. We're going to have a quick break first. It's going to be Cooler versus Ash, a rematch. It's almost like the new kind of Cooler student in a sense. It's not quite, but it kind of feels a little bit like that.
Yeah, sometimes.
Ash, the up-and-comer, Cooler, the old vet. But here we go. Quick break and we'll be back.